Friday, everybody. It's me again. So, I'm Natalie Thomas. I'm a psychic medium and a coach. I help other spiritual women who want to connect with their spirituality, really up level that spirituality, and tap into the abundance that they're leaving on the table when they decide not to listen to their guides or not to tap in. So, again, my name is Natalie Thomas. I am a psychic medium. I do get lots of psychic messages. And today, the message that's really been coming through to me is about being. And I had a coach a while ago. Her name is April Fraser. She's really awesome. And she explained to me the being and the doing. And I just felt, I just picked up pizza for the kids, and I'm headed to go pick them up from my mother-in-law's house because she was watching them for me today while I worked. And I wanted to just say a few words about being. So if you haven't had any time, quiet time, meditation, or journaling today, really sit down and ask yourself, what am I being today? What did I decide to be? Who did I show up as? Not what are you doing, okay? You're not being a lawyer. You're not being a teacher. You're not being a chef, okay? Those are things that you do. And my generation with college and all these things, like, it was really important to get a degree, to go to school, and to do something. Like, what are you going to do when you get older? What do you want to do? What's your career? What are you going to do with your degree? What are you going to do when you graduate, right? All these questions, right? Who cares? Doing is what the physical meat bag that you have on this earth involves itself with. Being is what our soul involves itself with. So our soul came here. I joke, I say it's like the EAC. Our soul jumped into the EAC. They're flying along. It's super exciting for our soul. And, our soul is experiencing life again, or for the first time maybe, but mostly again. And we're learning new things, and we're experiencing things, and we're witnessing God and spirit and whatever you want to call it, universal energy, through experiences. We're experiencing love and joy. You don't do love, right? You experience love. You experience joy. You experience abundance, right? And when you don't tap into the experience side of what you're doing in life, you're missing out, okay? And we create abundance by creating higher vibes. And when you want to attract abundance into your life, connect with those higher vibes. So if you're busy doing the next thing, making a to-do list, right? We all have to have to-do lists. Yes, you got to make sure you pay the bills. You got to make sure you pick up the kids. You got to make sure you buy groceries, whatever it is. You got to do sometimes, right? We all have to do sometimes. But when you tap into being, what am I being? I am being a beacon of love. I am being a connector. I am being a communicator. I am being a leader. I am being an example. I am being a medium. Those are things that I am, okay? You can't, I can do mediumship readings, right? But I'm not being a reading. I'm being the connector. I'm being the medium. So, I'm being a mom, or I'm being a wife, okay? So the question I want you to really sit down and journal with is, what am I being today? What did I do today that was being what I want my soul's higher self to be, okay? You want to be a psychic who makes money doing readings. Well, then be that, okay? You want to be someone who has a business and begins incorporating more spiritual, deeper spiritual things and coaching into your Reiki sessions. Fine, be that. Go out on the limb and do it, and quit sitting on the sideline trying to think about how you could do that when you could just go and be that. And this is where the power comes in, when you have the courage to set aside the human emotions of embarrassment and scarcity and fear of failure. All of these feelings come from lack, okay? They come from ego, not from spirit, okay? And you're letting those feelings stop you from being, which is all your soul wants to do in this lifetime, is to be. So, I've really been getting this message strong today from my guides. I wanted to share it with you all because being is the only thing that you can do. You literally can do no other things but be. And when you be in love, and you be in joy, and you be in the high vibe, you be 5D. Okay, when you're doing all these things, you be a super magnet for high vibe energy. You will attract abundance. You will be more abundant because you are allowing all of the being to put the energy out of what you want instead of all of the doing blinding your spirit and creating this busy feeling that you just can't get over. And I have had to take a deep breath. I got very throat chakra and heart chakra tight right then. August is going to be a busy month, okay? This week is like our last week of summer. We don't have much planned. We've got go back to school. I got a kid starting kindergarten. I got another kid starting preschool for the first time. My husband's starting a new job. I've got a huge launch coming in August. Okay, we've got lots of things going on. August is super busy, okay? You could see how I even got caught up and feeling nervous and anxious and stuff, okay? So my initial reaction to that was to do. Schedule, figure it out, do more, practice, whatever. Buy more things, go get the school supplies right now and do that to make me feel better. But when I sat back and I said, I am going to be the mom, the wife, the leader, the connector, and I'm going to connect the messages that I'm receiving from my guides, from my husband's guides, from wherever, from the archangels, from the universal energy, spirit, whatever. I am going to take the messages that I'm channeling and the downloads that I'm getting, and I'm going to be of love, and I'm going to be of joy, and love out, and bless out these experiences. It's not every day your kid starts kindergarten for the first time. It's not every day your kid will start preschool every day. It's not every day you get to start a new job. It's not every day you get to experience losing a job. It's not every day you get to be, the person who lost their job, right? It's not every day you get to be the person who has to schedule 18,000 things at the same time, right? These are experiences that our soul is choosing, and our soul is learning from these experiences. I don't know that I'm a big proponent of we're here on earth to learn a lesson, but I just want you to know that, being is so important, So just be. I decided to step back from the stress of thinking about juggling like Barnum and Bailey style, jugglers. I'm not the circus juggler, okay? And I sat back and I said, I need to be the rock. I need to be supportive. I need to be strong. I need to be calm. And all of those things are love. I need to be love, and everything in the universe will fall into place in divine timing. So if you're sitting there today going, I don't know what's going on, I'm stressed, I'm this, I'm that, whatever you are, think about, what am I being today? Is that coming from love and joy? Or is that coming from doing? And if you're sick of doing, and you're sick of being busy, and you're sick of doing all the things, and I know my generation, man, we did all the things. We checked all the boxes. We went to college. We graduated high school. We went to college. You got an internship. You got your first job. You bought you stayed in a fancy apartment. Whatever it is that you did, okay? Or you graduated high school and then you didn't do the things, right? Then you started doing other things. Well, if I didn't go to high school, I got to get a job. I got to do something, right? The next thing I got to do is, okay? And I'm our generation, my generation, great at following those stupid steps. The problem is there's not a step that says be yourself. There's not a step that says be your higher self. There is no step that says be of love. It says do this regardless. It says go to college even if you don't feel it's aligned, because that's what people do. They go to college, right? And when you get done checking all the boxes, you're sitting there like, okay, I did all this, now what? But you don't know what you're being. You know what you could do. You're a CPA now. Great. You're a artist now. Great. You can do that all day. But can you be out of love? Did you learn along the way anywhere to be? And if the answer is no, and you're really wanting to learn how to be more and how to be strong and how to live your life and how to really be who your higher self wants you to be so that you can attract that abundance. I mean, when you're just too busy doing all the time, your abundance is like sitting next to you like, hey, hello, I'm over here. Hey, abundance over here. Do you see me? And you're like running around crazy like I'm doing, right? So remember, you can be all the time. It's very, figuring out who you really are and really being in your life is really actually kind of difficult. But if you just learn to be and be who you are and do what you're supposed to do in life and not worry about all of the doing that everyone is telling you to do, you will start to see the abundance show up. When you be as a psychic, people will willingly pay you for your services because you're being the connector, because you're being the messenger. When you're a Reiki healer and you want to expand, or you're the artist and you want to draw, and you're the person who thinks, well, I'm a little intuitive. I think I might be psychic, but I don't know how to share this, right? The answer to all of that, to find more money, abundance, remember, everything's energy, so abundance doesn't necessarily mean money. But remember, you can do whatever you want, but if you're not being, you will never, ever achieve what you're looking for. You have to be. And the answer to making more money as a psychic, the answer to making more money as a hairstylist, the answer to making more money as a CPA is to be your higher self, regardless of what you do all day. Americans tend to associate what career you chose with how valuable your soul or your life or your everything is. And the reality is they have nothing to do with each other. So if you can be today, what are you going to do to be? And how are you going to strengthen your being? By being even more. And sit in that feeling. Meditate. Calm your body. Align your chakras and sit there and be like, what does being feel like? What does being aligned feel like? What does being my higher self truly feel like? And when you can answer those questions and you can feel it, you can almost inside bottle that up and save it for when you're feeling doubt and lack and worry and you start finding yourself doing, you can tap into being and you can be who you truly want to be and who your soul wants you to experience life as opposed to doing whatever it is someone else told you to do or whatever you feel obliged to do. Do what experiences you have the opportunity to experience today so that you can be who you're supposed to be. If this resonates with you, if you really are saying like, oh my God, that's me. I just want to be. I'm sick of doing. I'm busy. I'm stressed. I'm unhappy. I want to be, and I want to be happy, and I want to be loving, and I want to be joyful. If that's you, reach out. We got to have a conversation. There's going to be a link in the notes here. There'll be a link in my bio. Reach out. Let's hop on a clarity call. You really want to sort this through because this will open up the rest of your life. The abundance, the joy. I mean, your life can turn around. As soon as I started being and finding to be in joy and live in joy, my life changed completely. And today, my ego's had me back to doing. My God, you gotta do all these things because school's coming up and this coming up and that. No, you need to be. I even got like dizzy doing that, right? No, you need to be. So reach out. I'd love to have a clarity call. If this resonates with you, nothing happens by coincidence. So, reach out. Let's get on a clarity call. Let's talk. I'm totally open to talking with you. Just remember that my schedule does tend to fill up quickly. I am a busy coach and mom and other things, so my schedule does tend to fill up quickly. So if you want to get in and chat with me, get on the link ASAP, get yourself some time. Like I said, I'm a coach, I'm a medium, I'm a connector. Of all the things that I am a connector. And when I am being in my joy, love, connector space, I do the best work. And that's where I am every day when I center myself and say, what am I being today? So today I am being joy. I am being love. I am being the connector between the spirit world and the people I speak with. So everyone remember that being is higher. Do the being, not the doing. Okay. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out. I'd love to chat with you. And the link will be down below and in my bio. Again, as soon as you can get on the calendar, do that. And if you guys have any questions, never hesitate to reach out. I hope everybody has a great weekend. It's Friday. I'm super excited. It's kind of humid where I am, but it's great. I'm going to get my kids. I can't wait to hang out with them tonight. We're having pizza. We're hanging out. My husband's coming home from his catering gig, and we're going to just hang out, have pizza, and just be a family, which is part of what my soul contract was in this lifetime, to be a family with my kids. So I'm going to go and be of love and be with my family. And I hope you all have a great weekend. And I hope you guys reach out to me. And I can't wait to chat with y'all.